Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the James Madison Dukes taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Dukes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Obliterates him, still on the move. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Red pass, it's complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Brings up second down.
The give to the tailback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. To the air, it's French. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Georgia Southern in a hurry.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You don't allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they were trying to catch the defense sleeping there. Everyone thinking they're running the ball on 3rd and inches, right? But the defense was not surprised. They were ready for it, and they get the sack.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And the punt will hit at the 1. Just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So James Madison's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Got a lot of running room. Running inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the air, it's Barnett. Coming after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down. Number 16 on the field goal.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll send out the kicker here. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's White. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
2nd down.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to pass. It's French. They're trying to get to him. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Grab behind the line. It's Thompson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They want to get this defense on its heels. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quickly to the tight end.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Dukes want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Nice job by this defense. That's the way to set the tone in the second half. First drive, get them in a 3rd down, get the sack, get the football to your offense. That is how you get back in this game really quickly.
And the Dukes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Offense gets set for second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for space. It's White. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Eagles are moving quickly down the field.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Eagles in the hurry up.
Third down coming up.
Back to pass, it's French. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and
they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
The Dukes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Burgess. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Going up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
3rd and inches coming. This is the kind of play where every fiber of your being is tested. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Looking to throw, it's French. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Eagles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UAB.
He's got an open man.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets open down the middle.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Feeling some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Dumps it to the back. On target. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. Touchdown, James Madison. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff,